So won't you leave me where I lay? And we can't go back the way we came. You join me as I leave the frame, because we can't go back there. And no, we won't go back there. Yeah, yeah. There's a price on my head. I've been running for 2 years. Clearly I should be dead. It's a wonder that I'm here. I hide up underneath the flower. And when we're lying in bed, sometimes I choke on my own tears. I'm not worth my weight in lead, and you're the queen of the reindeer. I could just sit for hours to watch you twirling on your axis amid the tubas and the saxes. So won't you wake me where I lay? And we won't go back the way we came. But join me as I leave the frame, because we can't go back there. No, we won't go back there. Yeah, yeah. Sometimes I'm an ass and I light things on fire. It's usually 'cause I'm hot, or I'm hungry, or I'm tired. But anytime I look into your eyes, well, I'm certainly twice the size. Oh. Ooh.
things.
All right, hello everyone. We got audio. We're all good. We'll fix that. We fix that. Everything's fixed. Everything's good. Fix the title. I don't know what you clicked on. Oh, that's a good question. No, it's diagonal just because it has these things, so it makes it look like it's diagonal, but it's not diagonal. This is how we roll here at Swear Wrong About Games.
Don't mind me. I'm just dumb.
We're off the cuff. All right, we're doing a whole bunch of unboxing. We have a bunch of stuff that is sort of cool, but not really, but just came in at the same time. Mainly, we're going to be unboxing the Agricola 15 anniversary edition, and we'll see what's inside and what will fit. Because, along with Agricola 15 anniversary edition, we also have everything that is available at the moment for Agricola. So we'll be unboxing all Agricola all the time, as well as other Rosenberg stuff. So let's just go, we'll get going real fast because there's a lot to get over with. So let's go to the actual camera. This is Gingopolis. We did this live last week. Whoa! Where is that coming from? One moment. Oh, this is where it's coming from.
Yeah,
close up
memento.
There we go. Fixed. All right. See, this is how we roll. We're super pro here.
Yeah.
Everything working exactly as planned. All right.
This is the problem. Was without the puppets, we're lost.
Exactly. See, we missed the puppet show at the beginning. We're just... All right, Gingopolis. We played this on stream last week. It is an older game, but a goodie game. Mm-hmm. Plays up to 5. It has multi-use cards. And that's sort of its shortfall because it's hard for people first learning it to get their heads around. We played it a little bit, not that we got any rules wrong, but we could have been much faster because everyone can do their turn at the same time. There's no way to jump in front of anyone because you can only do what's on your card. Anyway, long story short, yeah, because that's how they do it on Board Game Arena. Everyone inputs their turn and then it just goes. So you have a screen for unknown reasons because you can exactly tell how many resources people have by counting what's on the board and what's in their supply.
But you don't know how many victory points they have.
True. I guess it hides victory points. So, screen. Speaking of victory points, here they are. There are 2 types of cards. Cards that will have letters on them and cards that will have locations on them. And you can play these in 3 different combinations. Well, really 4 combinations, right? You can play the letter cards by themselves, the resource cards by themselves, and then with tiles. So what you're doing is you're building this giant futuristic city, and you can upgrade tiles to get more influence, more of your resources on it. And see, like I said, lots of cards.
One of the things that I like is that as you upgrade the tiles, they become, you can see that they, oh, look at that glare. They become different, like the buildings get bigger, and more elaborate, and
more fancy.
The artwork's very cool.
It's cool because it slowly introduces more cards into the system. So in this particular case, in order to upgrade this building, I would have to play the yellow 12 card. Now the yellow 12 card goes into my tableau because it's now out of the game because we've built over it. The building that we've built over top of it, we find its card and put it into the system. It'll be shuffled into the next deck. So this cool, evolving deck that everyone draws from. Lots of interesting stuff. This is the new edition. The first one came out by Z-Man Games. Then they brought out this because it is super popular. Different things. It can explode because of what I said, how cards are introduced. If you forget to introduce a card to the system, then the game could implode. So, none of these games are review copies. These are all purchased games, in case I forget to say so. Only one Kickstarter, which is this one. New one. This is a lighter Vital Lacerda. We haven't seen this in a while. I don't even know if I haven't looked and see if he's ever done a light game. This is sort of a light Kanban type game. This is by Eagle Griffin, the same people that put out all of his other games. And in this one, you are building robots. And it has the same sort of tile system as Kanban. This is another one that was a year ago. I read the rule book, so sorry I can't give you word by word how it works exactly. But it has this very interesting wheel system that you're going to be turning. Oh, look at that. That's a nice little insert, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's very nice.
You're going to be stacking up robot tiles on this wheel, and it's going to turn around this, and they shoot out here, and I believe there are 3 different parts: legs, heads, and torsos, and depending on how you build it, you get different abilities. So it's like Kanban, where you have to have the blueprint first, and then you get to build the robot, and then there's the owner that walks around and blocks off sections of the factory that you need to get stuff from, so she'll block it.
Isn't this the Kickstarter that you...
Shut up. I told people that I canceled it, but I didn't. I went back.
I was going to say that you subscribed to, then canceled, then
and then
subscribed
and
to
then
again.
yes it is. So yes, Eagle Griffin. They do great inserts. This looks very much like the Weather Machine insert. These will be player trays. It looks like cool speech bubbles. There's the robots. There's the foreman that goes around and blocks spaces. So much hate. They have purple, which is awesome.
Robot.
Lots of speech bubbles. Tokens, insert, awesome. All right. If you have any questions or want to look at something a little closer, feel free to ask. I'm more than happy to put anything and everything on the close-up camera. Oh, there's no envelope that says, do not open this envelope ever. 10 points for the person who knows what game that is from. Look at that, it comes with a little... That's... full points.
Yeah. I'm charmed.
And this is Bot Factory, Vidal Serta, Eagle Griffin Games. Done. Alright, now we are on to the Uwe Rosenberg promotion. Yeah, nope. Blocked. Alright. First one, Frantic Friends. This is a Caverna expansion. I yet another one that I read the rules for years ago, so I thought it was it made Caverna solo. It does not make Caverna solo. So for people that know, Caverna is sort of like a fantasy version of Agricola. Does little things different. Instead of having all the cards, they have all these different room tiles that you can add. It has the farming and mining. You can play the base game. You play dwarves. There was an expansion before this that gave you all sorts of different factions that you could play. And apparently it wasn't enough that you have to feed your people and get all this stuff. Now orcs are attacking, and you have to defend against the orcs while worrying about all of the other stuff. There's a solo campaign, yes.
Well, so you just said it doesn't make the... Oh, when you said you thought it made the game solo, you meant you thought it made the game
co-op. Did I say solo? I meant co-op. So yes, there is a solo version. I meant to say co-op. Good catch. This is also designed by Cole Morphy. Ooh, look at this. Biodegradable.
I was going to say immediate 100 points for not having plastic packaging. Look at this. This is new. Excellent.
This is new.
Yeah, it's like a wax paper.
Wow.
I am impressed.
Yeah.
I'm already immediately happy with this.
Look at that. No plastic around the cards. So,
and that'll go right into the recycling box. Or I guess it'll biodegrade.
All sorts of new cards. New stuff you can buy when you send your dwarves on missions. Cards for orcs. If anything like stands out that looks super cool, I will throw it on close-up, but it all looks like...
Pretty standard, really.
Pretty standard fare. Let's throw an orc card out there. Here we go. Orc card.
Orc.
What does that mean? Who knows? But we'll stream it soon enough, I'm sure, and or play it, and it will be on the podcast. Lots of bags. Love bags. I'm super excited when I opened the box today because it could have been, expansion, but it's expansion. All right. Rule book. Seems very thick. Is it multi-language? No, it's all English. Oof.
We can make traps now. Pitfalls.
Well, you need to make traps. Orcs are attacking, Jimbo. 20-page rule book for an expansion.
That'll be a big one, I think.
Yikes. And plenty of... Whoa. Look at this. Giant.
Oh my gosh.
So they're like event sort of timeline cards.
Oh, neat.
So orcs attacking, more tokens for your dwarves, more whether or not so they've incorporated with the are you going to have a harvest, are you not, or is it going to be an orc
Or is it
attack?
going to be orc time?
Time for orc time. More different orcs.
So now we have 2 games that have an orc board.
Orc board. Ooh, what is this? Looks like it's sleeves to put more buildings on. That is already falling apart here. Let's see if I can get this. So more buildings. Jewelers, goldsmiths, breeders.
These look almost like wanted posters. Like
They
you're
do.
supposed to whack those orcs and get a reward.
Weird. This all looks super cool.
Agreed.
Cannot wait. And then we have, oh my goodness,
Orcs.
actual orcs. When you probably kill them, you get victory points.
Maybe we just bonk them on the head and make them come and work with us.
All right then. Yeah, very much looking forward to this. More tokens for, I don't know, why would you need more level tokens for your...
Maybe there's more places to get trained up, so...
Yeah, maybe you're sending more orcs, more
warriors
people to get leveled up. So you need, like you said, steel traps, net traps, even more rooms for warriors, guest rooms, family parlors. Looks like you can probably send... Lots of reading to do. Yep, tiles to put the buildings on. More tokens for your upgrading your warriors. Looks like there's going to be some random resources for whatever reason. Yep. Looks like it completely changes the game. So that is going to be awesome. I don't know how this is going to fit in the box, Jimbo, because the box is already
full to bursting.
Completely lifted off. Oh yeah, look at that. You build the... That's going to be... Alright. Everything's cool.
Well, I guess it's time for the Caverna big box.
Yeah. Well, they should have had that already. There was no spacing there, right? That was all cardboard all the time. Wax paper for the thing. That was cool. Actually, let me just grab one of these bags very quickly.
Yeah, I'm going to shout those guys out on Facebook, because that is amazing.
I could have put because now they're not plasticking the boxes and just taping them shut with like the little round tape.
Yeah.
But baby steps. All right. That was Caverna. Now, before we get into all of the Agricola stuff, and by all I mean all, we have Atiwa. Uwe Rosenberg. Like I said, so I do know a little bit more about this one than, because this is newer. So the same sort of thing. This is worker placement, but you cannot get more workers in this one. You start with 3 and you only have 3. We have our animeeples, we have goats and wild animals and fruit. Fruit which attracts the bats, so it's very much the bats eat the fruit and then eject the leftover fruit, and their seeds grow more fruit trees. So that's sort of the...
Very cool informational booklet about Ghana, which is where
about the fruit bats.
Atiwa takes place, and it talks about some of Uwe Rosenberg's inspirations. And
look at these meeples, Jimbo.
Very cool.
They're so little chubby. Look at them. Little chubby meeples. All right, and then of course there are tons of bats. So many bats.
Dang.
All right, that's a lot of bats.
Well, that is a lot of bats.
So
and again,
more wax paper. Sweet.
Yep.
All right, so there are lots of action spaces. Oh, this does something cool like Hallertau did with, I wonder if I can semi-replicate it. We'll see. We'll get it out. You know, in Hallertau, when you went through the actions, things would cost different because you had your little card thing. Remember top and it's like.
It's been a long
I know
time
it's been a long
since we've
time.
played
Well, I'm trying to say it in a way that you'll remember. But anyway, stuff costs different, and there's action cards that come up that depict what that is. These are land masses you're going to put out in your play area. This is where you're going to put bats and forests and villagers and your goats. And then you're going to have a board that has all of those things on it. So you spend them from your board, and when spend them from the board and they go out, and when you use them they come back to your board. But that's not always advantageous, as you'll see in a moment, because you're going to get bonuses when more of your board is empty. So this is the main playing board. I wonder if they have... Oh no, it's not... It does have a puzzle piece on it. So I'm not sure exactly, probably player count, but we'll just leave that. Or no, so it could fit in the box, maybe. I don't... Anyway, long story short, this comes off for some reason. Because I know more about it. I don't know all about it. Then we have gold and bats and slidey tokens. Here we go. These are the actions. And then, like I said, I don't know why. Why is there one? Because you slide this here. That's one, and then you slide over. Yeah, okay. So that's how it works. So you have all these all the different worker actions that you can take are here. And then the bonus you get are underneath. And then when round one is over, you slide this over, so it'll change the bonus, but it'll also show what's there, right? I thought that was kind of cool. And they slide down, and it opens up instead of doing it the other way around. I thought that was kind of cool.
I have to see it in, actually happen, but...
And then there's pollution that goes out to your villages.
Yeah, that's not good.
Not good. Here are the player boards, like I was talking about. You're going to line this all up with trees and fruit and villagers and goats and wild animals. And then as they uncover, they're going to give you victory points. So you do want them out on the cards because they give you more stuff. Player boards, player boards, player boards. Yeah, so like I thought, this is probably based on player count, and you'll have a different puzzle piece that goes there based on how many players. And it flips around and fits in as well. Cough for probably player count. There are the villagers, trees. Man, they're thick. I thought there was two there. That's just super thick tokens. And that is Atiwa. Getting bats, growing more trees, putting out villages, getting points per Rosenberg style score pad. Oh, but it did have something weird on those turn things, because usually you always need two of an animal to breed. This tells you how many of the animal you need to breed. So in this case, you only need one goat. And this is the joke.
That's a little weird.
I'm not sure how that works.
Yeah,
Joke already done on Paul Grogan's channel, but still, I probably would have made it even though I didn't see his video this morning. That is Atiwa. I don't know what else to say about it.
It looks neat. I'm looking forward to playing it.
That's going to be cool.
I'm a fan of Uwe Rosenberg. I think we're all a fan of Uwe Rosenberg at Severe Roundabout Games, so...
Which is why it was purchased. Alright, I want that on top. There's a bag. Jimbo, there's a bag.
Probably for all those meeples.
Oh, I didn't show. There's more cards than that. Are they just on the back, or are they just further down? There's also a knight. Where are the knight cards? Oh, there's one. There's got to be more than one. How many does it say there are?
4 knight cards, 1 per player.
Okay, well, there's got to be 4 in here. There are. All right. There are your bats go out at night to
do bat things.
To do bat stuff. Fight crime.
I was going to say, protect Gotham City.
All right, Atiwa. More on that, like I said, on the upcoming podcasts, I'm sure. All right, last but not least, we're going to open the big box first, just so we can see how much room there is and what actually comes in it. So, I hate this new thing because it was on. What was the game we just got that didn't actually close? Remember, we got it and it didn't close.
I do, but I don't remember what the game was.
The hell was it? I don't like this. Boxes that don't close all the way. Garbaggio. Now I'm super curious. It's a brand new game. We just got it.
What do you want from me?
I don't know. I want you to remind me what the game was.
Was it Splendid Vale? It's Splendid Vale.
Splendid Vale.
Artisans of Splendid Vale.
Yes, just so. Artisans Splendid Vale. Doesn't close. Why wasn't the box... Why make it... Boxes close! I was very confused because I didn't realize it was a thing. So usually when you have a box that's lifted like this, it just means there's so many punch boards that they had to send it to you slightly lifted. But it will close after you punch all the stuff out. Apparently that's not the case anymore. Some crazy people like it with the box lifted off like that. So it looks like, oh, but this is the smart way, Jimbo. This is how we store root way. Look at this. So you lift that up. Oh, okay. Completely forgiven. Okay, that's cool. This is how we store our root game, where we put the box in the lid and have more stuff underneath, and then we put the box underneath and it stores more stuff here.
Ah, okay.
Therein, get all the root stuff in one package. All right.
Yes, so if people would like to see it, it is a
multi-box system.
Indeed.
You still can make it that it closes properly. But anyway, I'll stop. I will. I'll go on about it for the whole thing. So we've both played Agricola a lot. We have not played with the expansion that we're going to open up, the Farmers of the Moor. I played it probably 10 years ago when it first came out, but not since. So like most UA, like the original UA Rosenberg game, breeding animals and planting crops and having to feed your people over and over again. Here are the player boards, or at least the ones on top of the player boards. So I'm not sure if we're going to find out if there's anything extra that comes in this game. They were kind of tight-lipped about it.
Hey, winter.
That's a standard player board. 2 places to put your first workers. And
resource spots.
Places to put your resources. Neat. That's not anyway. Then there's a winter board that you can play with, just cause.
Oh, and there's a slight different, like this one. This one's on it's got waterfront territory.
So all sorts of different theming. This is sort of a swampy looking one. Yeah, that's cool.
Very cool.
So one side's all standard, the other side is a little thematic.
Yeah, very cool. I like that a lot.
And then those are like the dirt huts, and then you can upgrade to clay huts, and then they upgrade
if you're a loser.
To stone
right to stone
rooms.
Huts, that's how you do it.
These are probably extra resources in case you start compiling a lot. Then you're a tryhard probably. There's the wood rooms with the stone.
It's Agricola. I don't think you can try hard Agricola.
And then you're going to
hard
plow
to survive.
fields so you can plant crops, which are pumpkins and wheat. And there is wood and reeds and stone and clay.
There's never enough reeds. Ever.
There's never enough reeds. Agreed. Food. The tokens are much bigger than they are.
Much bigger than they used to be.
These
Thank
are
goodness.
Giant food tokens.
Much appreciated.
No idea what this board is. We have fairy butterflies. We have something. And then we
Looks
have
like Muppets.
fireworks, maybe. And on the bottom we have some llamas. Okay. No idea.
What the heck?
Is there like a little tag on it? Yep, no idea. We will find out, I'm sure. In this game, these usually are cards, but man, they are a nice thick cardboard. They are ovens and stuff that you can build in Agricola that lets you get more food for the stuff that you're turning into food.
And in some cases, you require them to turn that stuff into food.
And
ooh, very nice.
Here we have, these are what they call beggar tokens. I think that's what they call them in this game.
Yep.
If not, they call that in Caverna. This is if you cannot feed your people, you get these tokens for negative victory points at the end.
And shame. Shame.
They have some weird stuff going on here, Jimbo.
Do they?
Maybe
Yeah, I see something that looks like uranium.
Yeah. Okay. Well, in the regular Agricola, they have cards for actions, and you don't know what they are or what order they come up in, and you flip them up every round, and that's the new action, as well as the normal one that you can do, which are here. Right. So here's this looks totally weird. Let's just shove this stuff out of the way. All right, let's see what we got here. So here is the normal Agricola board. And like I said, you have your standard actions here, and then you're going to usually put out a bunch of cards, and they turn up, and that's the round that we're in. This looks like it punches out, but it looks like they are now giant tiles, maybe?
Yeah, it looks like now they're tiles that sit on the incident
Which
cards.
is interesting, and they have a thing here. I believe this is probably based on player count. You get different
Yeah,
actions.
I don't remember if it's a lower or higher player count. You add more things to that side of the board.
And that's what the back looks like. These are like weird optional add-ons to the board, right? Yeah, this is what I'm thinking. Because like I said, they're fairly tight-lipped about what you're going to get in here. So anyway, that's the main board with a puzzle thing, just like the Caverna? Yeah, it was the Caverna board that had all this.
Oh, sorry.
Was it Atiwa?
Yeah, it
Atiwa
was
had.
Atiwa.
Oh yeah, that's right, for the right-hand side. All right, side job. Build a stable. Well, that's an action that I've never... Anyway.
Interesting.
Yeah, I don't. This is the puzzle piece that goes on the end. I don't know. Ah, this looks like a final scoring thing.
And this side is a solo mode.
Ah, is this what this is? Well, this 2-player, 1-player.
Yeah, that's what
All right.
That's
This
what I would
looks
think.
like-
I could be wrong. I frequently am.
So more tiles for actions, bonus fruit, something. Sorry, bonus tokens for extra fruit. Same with here. Pigs and cows. More begging tokens. And then we have this giant board that has some sort of cycling thing in the middle. How's the mouth feel? I don't know what that means.
Did you have something happen to your mouth?
Not that I know of.
Then normally that would be a question you'd ask a beer drinker. How's the mouth feel? Of the...
Gotcha. So like you said, yeah, there's uranium here.
And bonbons.
Bonbons and a rake. These things all go together. These are definitely tools. Yeah, no idea. And then you have a timepiece. Interesting, all good. Bottom shelf. All right, looks like 4 seasons. See? This is why I have trees. They know. I don't know.
Yeah, they got it.
So yes, winter, spring, summer, fall. If you look closely, it says it right on it. Yes, maybe I should. The season board was a promo. Well, there you go.
Oh, we've got a promo. Cool.
Well, same with those weird Muppet-looking things. 4-player, 3-player. Yeah, so I think these are the basic actions with endgame scoring on the side. Interesting. I'll punch this out just because I punched the other puzzle pieces out. No reason why. And that is that.
Yeah, it looks like they've included all the in-game scoring things on the side.
I don't even know how to show you this in scale because these are gigantic.
Those are massive meeples.
These are about twice the size of a normal meeple, and then these are same thing with the things you build the fields out of.
Yeah, the fences.
They don't have the standard colors. No purple. We have green, yellow, red, and just wood color. We have a giant rooster. Maybe first player token, because there's only one of them. You have your stables, which are standard size stables. They are not any bigger than what they normally are. Is that just empty for you?
Nope, there's definitely something in there.
Definitely something in there.
I suspect this is for all of the cards.
That would be
and
cool.
Currently, it is full only of the cards that come with, and then you will add more cards and fill it up entirely.
So this is supposed to be A and B. So they came out with multiple decks that you can use. Anyone that plays Caverna out there can let me know, do you just shuffle all of your decks together and deal off of that? Or do you play with specific letters? Or how do you play Agricola?
A little concerned.
The season board promo, they added a bunch of promos to the 15 box. The rest of the components look the same in the revised edition. Like even the size, CN, are the meeples like gigantic like that in the revised edition?
A little concerned about the weight bearing of this because you'll see it started to tear here and there.
Yeah, they're unfortunately because of
neat idea, but this probably needs more reinforcement.
You see, if they made a proper box that closed, it would have taken the brunt of the blow.
Here we go.
And it wouldn't have all ripped. Oh, the puzzle board is similar to the newest edition. Gotcha. All right. Let us look in the box and see what's in the box.
Hopefully, nobody's head.
Oh, that would be bad. All right, yeah, so that, instead of putting plastic on that, seeing it's already in the box, that would have been a candidate for just taping this shut. But anyway.
Yes, I agree.
We have dividers, which are dividers, and they are already labeled. That's kind of cool. And they have A, B, C, and they're broken up into numbers. Weird. Okay, I'll look into that more closer later. Not sure why. Oh, player count. I see. They get your. All right. But these are all in wax, which is nice.
This is a very pretty version, which is probably not worth the price.
True, but I had not owned Agricola ever. I've only ever played it on Board Game Arena and or used Mark's copy, so I thought this would be a great
great way to get into it.
To get into it. So this is the A deck, and it is not all A deck. This also, sorry, thank you. Maybe this A deck is not what comes standard with Agricola, and then there's more A cards here.
You know it, Sherbanko. We run the most professional organization here.
What am I doing wrong? What did you say?
The dividers are dividers. Have you ever thought about going into broadcasting, Walker?
Yeah. Yeah, but they have the labels on the top, and they just, I'm not sure why you would do, like when you bring the cards out, do you not just bring all of the cards out? Why do you need multiple D dividers? I know you want to divide the upgrades and the occupations, but why would you want to divide it any further than that? So the A occupations have A on the back. Don't start. Okay, I know the A's will have the A on the back. Enough. But then the
Upgrading occupations by player count.
Upgrading occupation by player count. I see. And so they don't have A's on the back of the upgrades. So how do you know?
Sort of dividing. He said, what do you mean?
Well, these are B's. B20. B.
So it'll tell you like all the different.
Gotcha. Due to player count,
Presumably
which ones you would take
for
out.
player count, what goes where. Yeah, it even says, so here's A to 84, then 1 plus, 3 plus, 4 plus, 5 plus,
Gotcha.
etc.
So these are all B's.
And then these weird dividers with an ichor splatter, fairy dust.
Gotcha.
Check this. Like,
Weird. This is. So I got. Maybe it's because I don't play with the physical version. This definitely says A on the back, but then it's definitely a B card. These are things I just don't. These, unfortunately, don't you feel those, man? They are not deluxe.
ooh,
These cards are not deluxe. They are very thin.
they do not say on the back of them. Oh, you mean on the cover of the book?
Yeah, on the cover of the book it says A.
I think that's supposed to be just a symbol.
Maybe maybe it's not A.
Maybe A for Agricola. They've done the
Oh, okay, yeah.
name
Gotcha.
of the game on the back
Never mind.
thing.
Never mind. Not confusing at all. A is for Agricola on the back. Letter. Okay, so on the front. Here are the cards that I was looking for. So here are the action cards. Whereas probably the big tiles were, like they said, promos. So we've got two big trays. Actually, it's just, yeah. So there's action cards. And these are the A's. So A and B come in. Did anyone answer the question? Well, yeah, it's way better to deal if you don't own it. The dividers. I usually deal 10, keep 7 for each. Yeah, but, just for one deck, though? You don't shuffle a bunch of decks together? You either do A or B? I'm just wondering if I would just shuffle all of the cards and then do like the 10-7 split. Or would you just do, we're going to play with a certain letter? Or you do shuffle all the decks and then do the 10-7 split. Alright, so 6, 5, 5, 4, 3. That's player count. And the cards. Is this just more A's? I didn't realize these decks are so extensive. Alright, what do we got here? This is going on a little longer. More A cards. And B cards. So I guess you have to sort these. A and B cards. Back to A's. And more action cards. Alright. I'll have to take this and sort it later. Alright. And then let's quickly look at this last one just because we've opened all the rest. So why not open all of them and see what is in here. So that's an interesting back. That's what the back of the card looks like. Might be fun to keep them separate for the first game. True, when I get a new set, I might play a game or two with just that set, right, to see all the cards. Good call. Then the front are these are LE04. So this is like another fancy expansion. Wandering Carpenters. Inquisitive Minds. Here, let's put them up here. So we have Good Harvest. We have one. See, these look like an event deck of some kind. Wandering Carpenters. Inquisitive Minds. Then we have a card from the L deck. Asmodeus. When you play this card, you can immediately play an occupation from your hand without paying an occupation cost. If that occupation has an additional cost, you must pay it as normal. Is that, what's the back of that? Okay, yeah, that's just something you'll just add. These all have, the events all have this back. And then we have Pet Lovers. Probably some sort of event deck. And these are all
and there are
B cards.
Some of these are, we will have to go through and replace because they were misprinted.
Some of the cards in the A deck. Oh, that's great. Awesome. Some cards in the A deck have an unexpected printing error. Please replace these with cards in the correct... Oh, so they already have an errata inside the box. Well, it's better than not having it.
Agreed.
All right. Here we go. What are these? Some sort of X cards, more type of weirdness. X. Oh, yes. This is what the Muppets will be for. So they have an X deck in here, which are aliens, robots. So that's nice. You get the X deck. I've heard of the X deck, but promo decks are probably worth keeping separate because they can be really wild and silly. It's sure, yeah, I gotta read through. You've got tripods, beam me down, candy trail. Yeah, that's what the little bonbons are for. All right, so they have an X deck, more X. Oh, and then these are what they have a fantasy deck. A tree is the symbol for this, where they have Lady of the Lake and unicorns. You can even put the unicorn head out. That's good. It's good. Guys, check your mics. It's difficult to hear you. Sorry about that. We just have. I'm just using our normal overhead playing decks. I don't have the fancy mics out, so I apologize for that. Boar King, Men in Tights. So yes, they have a silly fantasy deck as well. Zombies, werewolves. I'll put out the noble. They have the noble knight. All sorts of different occupations you can play. So that's another silly promo deck. What else we have? Warrior Princess, Dragon's Lair.
Something is weird.
Fences of Unusual Size. That's a sweet picture.
Oh my. Why have they done this?
This is why you have llama tokens. Because you have the Peruvian Inquisition card. So you must have llamas, Jimbo.
I see.
And then a bunch of more L cards. They also have an L deck with different occupations. All right. Anything else in the trays here? We have the normal meeples, wood, clay, pumpkins, wheat, reed, and then nice.
Why would you do that?
I did nothing, Jimbo. I literally.
Why did you pick this up in the first? Oh no, they are
Because
supposed
there's
to be
two
picked
of
up.
them.
Huh.
And they just fall apart. Okay, gonna have to glue these together. That's weird. All right. So they have resource trays that fall apart. Pick it up from the middle. See? You learn something by watching. You pick it up from the middle, and then it doesn't fall apart. All your weird tokens, meeples, stuff, put it out. All right, I think. Okay, yeah, I just, Jimbo, I said pick it up from the middle. A certain middle, though. Your military middle. So, in a way, it's good that it comes apart like this because you could technically arrange these how you wanted. If you didn't like how they did it, then you could sort of group these together however you wanted. So that is that. Cards everywhere. Jimbo's already sorting, but that's okay. We're just going to put these in big piles. And then let's take a look. I'm going to slide this in here.
Can't help it. I need order.
Right, that slides in there. And then what goes up here, Jimbo? Anything?
The meeples were
Well, I mean, like, I guess you could put all the player boards past me. Just the,
they were down here.
They were, but something must fill this spot, right?
Probably the rulebook and stuff. I'm imagining. Because you want to kind of minimize the weight that this is putting down here.
True. All right, so let's do the last of the unboxing, and we'll get this done and over with here. So we have these are the new cards that are available, which is the C and D decks. And for whatever reason, they broke them up into multiple boxes. No reason to really open these up. They're just more occupations and more upgrades. And we already know they fit in the box because there's not that many cards. Unlike those other decks, which seem to be... Let's open up this, which is Farmers of the Moor. This is for when you get tired of feeding all your family. Now on top of that, you get to harvest peat because it's cold, and you burn the peat to keep your family warm. So not only are all your family members starving, but now they're going to be getting cold. So let's put this over here.
It is the only expansion that I do not think I wish to play with. I love this game. That seems like a bridge too far for me.
So I'm just interested to see if this has even a chance of fitting in the box, which would be nice.
Yeah,
I'm just not sure. Comes with bags. Comes with M cards.
M cards.
Also is going to come with more different action spots, i.e. to grow the peat and such. You also now get horses. I did not see a place for horses. Cows, sheep, pigs, player colors. No horses, so they'll have to go in a bag separately. New scoring sheet. More M cards. Because, yeah, there's no way you're going to fill that with what we have so far. And let's see how much cardboard there is. I think there's going to be enough room. We will see. Salt has a mama and a papa cards. Consult Dragons has a mama and papa cards. Nice. And Farmers of the Moor is nice occasionally, but I generally just stick with the base. Alright, so, of course, we need lots of fire tokens. So we have our fire tokens. We have infirmaries, because, you know, they're going to get sick, Jimbo. You're gonna love this, Jimbo. I know it. Has a nice puzzle piece, so you probably stick this at the end, and then whatever you normally would put here, you put there. It even has the horse victory conditions at the top. This is based on player count as well. 3 to 6.
They've done something maddening where for some reason each number of decks, so like the 3+ A's, are in 3 separate groups, but not that they can just be put together. It's like 146, 133, 138, 143. I have no idea why they've done this. Maybe someone in chat can tell me why they'd be split up this way.
Oh, just when they print them, they just...
It's like, I want to find whoever did this and slap them until their eyes switch places.
Not sure the 3D beds will fit, but it's hard to tell from here. Oh, we'll get to build beds? Well, that seems like fun. So yeah, so we're going to do a quick punch out just because we're going to be adding stuff. We'll keep that to the side because we're going to put stuff down here in the bottom, I think. Let's get these. Keep the resources out because they all have their spots. We can keep all the player stuff out. We'll throw this bag of horses in at the end. All the resources have places in the bins, so we won't worry about that. And we're not going to worry about these smaller tokens because they will just go with the tokens that are already there. There'll be room, I'm sure you're right. There are 3D beds, Jimbo.
Ooh la la.
Which I'm scared to punch out. I see how it works. So this is going to turn up like that. Like so. I will make one 3D bed. And then we will see, just to see how much room it takes up. This one seems to have an arrow pointing up for some reason. Doesn't look like that matters. Alright, 3D beds, because if your people don't sleep, they can't put in a good day's work. So they not only do they have to have heat, and I don't know, I should be quiet now because I don't know. But now we have beds. That is the size of a 3D bed. Very nice. Put our little baby meeples in there. And we have the peat farms, which I said they're thin tiles. Not going to worry about that. But we have to have room for 4 beds. All right. These are miscellaneous. Not dealing with those. Can you pass me that stack there, Jimbo, please?
Please?
Yes, please. All right. Punch out this one big one. Keep the miscellaneous stuff to the side. Put the stuff in the bottom. Small tokens, not going to worry about. These all have places in the bins. And then the player boards. I really think that they should go this stuff should go there to balance this out. This is all for the trays. Oh no, I already put the trays in here, are they not? Yeah, the trays are already in there. Don't know. So we have this whole thing on the bottom for miscellaneous stuff. So more than enough room? Like the cows go in there? Or the horses,
Well,
I should
all
say?
the boards go down there. Like
There are no boards. I already have the
all
boards in.
these go down there,
They could, but they could go right here.
which just puts more weight on
It does. And then the lid. So yeah, so more than enough room for everything. And future expansions as well. The card numbering is to do with the types of things the occupations do and how there are certain numbers of each occupation type per player count. There is a thread on Board Game Geek explaining it. There you are, Jimbo.
So have I ruined it by sorting it completely? The dividers just say the straight number to number. Have I made it so that those... Have I wrecked it? Or...
I don't think so.
I hope not. That would make me feel very bad.
We will look into it. We will figure this stuff out. So, unless there's any more questions, we will stop. We normally do streams on Saturday. There'll be no stream tomorrow because we have a church event where we have a day of gaming. Thank you for coming and checking out all these new games. Looking forward to playing them all, although I've been playing a lot of Agricola already, but the new Caverna expansion, Bot Factory, Gingopolis, Gingopolis is also on Board Game Arena, but Atiwa, the new Uwe Rosenberg for this year. Looking forward to getting that to the table soon. Check out a link that's been popping up every so often. That'll take you to our webpage. That'll show you where our merch, our podcast, all of our live videos on YouTube, all sorts of things. We just put out the video for our top 10 of 2022. Definitely check that out. We'll see you guys next time. Thank you very much for watching. Jimbo, thank you very much for helping me with this. It says it's better to divide it by player count, in my opinion. Not sure how the dividers are. Yeah.
The dividers are purely by player count.
All right. Thank you for answering a lot of our questions, Cyan90. Very glad you came in, answered a lot of the stuff, because I am only used to the pretty basic Agricola stuff. So, see you next time. Say goodbye, Jimbo.
Goodbye, Jimbo.
Oh, we got to raid, Jimbo. We got to raid.
We do have to raid.
We got to see who's on right now.
Nobody's on.
Can't just end the stream. We got to...
Actually, Friday evening, I'm sure some people are on.
Let's see. Who we got? I should have this ready. Sorry, I should have been clicking on this while we're doing stuff. There's us. We don't want to rate ourselves. Panda always has good stuff going on. Let's go there. This is the Book of Nerds. They are doing Friday Fun Day, playing Hadrian's Wall. That's great with Amanda. Amanda's always fun. Here they are. Say hello from us from So Very Wrong About Games.
Where we are so very wrong.
We are so very wrong about unboxing today, Jimbo. We gotta go to our thing. I wish... Maybe there's like some sort of widget or something I can do to like be like master. All right, that is set up. Once again, thank you very much. We'll see you next time. Peace. All right.
Just give me a minute
I find that,
to
but
sort this.
my editing